What's good, Motivators? Welcome to 2J Harmonix Reacts, where we do reactions to music videos, movie trailers, and short films. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe, sign up to my mailing list, and please like this video because it helps my channel to grow. Now, you might have been wondering why I haven't been on for a while. A lot of things have been happening in the background. Recently shot a visual album. You can check it out over here if you want to check it out. Very dope. It's KM No Love November. 3 music videos becoming one, so check it out. But the other reason why we've been quiet, been waiting for our guest over here, Crossword. Gonna do a whole album reaction and interview. What's good, bro?
Good, bro. How you doing?
All good, man. It's been a minute. We were talking. Last seen each other probably 9.
Yeah, about 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. We were, this overnight success story.
Yeah.
I remember you said that you announced his name, or have you used his name before?
Can I take this off?
Yeah.
Yeah. I must give you my COVID. So yeah, man. The album I announced it in 2016. 2016 I released the EP Before Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I knew I want to do an album after that. So I just didn't. I was not in the right space mentally, emotionally, to make this album, because this album is like it's not like a surface. You can go in the studio and make an album in like a week, and you have like there's nothing significant on it. So this album is different. It's my album before this, Memoirs of a Case, that I did that in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Because it was like just me talking about Kimberly stuff, and that's like this off. So this one I had to like dig deep, to talk about some of the things I speak about on here. So I announced it in 2016, and I've been trying to make it throughout the years. So the songs that people will never hear, that I thought, okay, cool, this is the first song for the album. This is the first song for the album every year, And in fact, if you go on my YouTube, there's a song I put out on my YouTube, only put on my YouTube. It was actually one of the songs I'm talking about that it was supposed to be on this album, but I recorded it in 2016 actually, as like the first song, but then it never made it because I outgrew that song. I forgot what it's called actually. Under Pressure, yeah, that's what it's called. So that's why you recognize the name. It's that I've always been talking about it, on my social media, always talking about it, that I'm going to do this album. And finally, man, it's done.
And why the name Overnight Success Story?
It's just like the mentality behind achieving success. Like, we are a generation that wants things very quickly. We're a microwave generation, right? We think everything is just happens just like that. We see this big superstar or this big business person, and we think they just got that now, And the reality is that those people have been putting in work for years, So the album, you read it to say Overnight Success Story, but then the story is in there. It tells you about the journey to this person trying to find success. And then like throughout my life, I thought success is being big, famous, and rich. And then turns out that actually success for me was just me being happy, being in a space where, bro, like I'm happy now, bro. Like, I'm in a great space. And it took me to go like through all those failures, trying to be the superstar, trying to release all these the songs that are gonna be popping, going through all that entire journey, trying to find myself, to actually realize that actually what I'm looking for is just a space to be happy, bro. And that's my success, because I can like have billions tomorrow, but if I wasn't happy, what's it worth,
It's deep, man. Especially with like how many people are going through depression also.
So this album is like me peeling all those layers off, and you get to see a side of me that I actually I don't talk about often. I've never spoken about before. Like some of the topics here, only my wife was privy to that information. You know what I mean? So first time I actually really speak about personal things was on this album. So and I had to do it for where I am in my life right now, so that I can, like as men, we carry a lot of weight, a lot of things that we go through that we don't talk about. because we men, you're supposed to take it on the chin and keep moving, right? But that thing actually weighs in on you until you actually take it out and speak about it, and you feel this relief. So this album was like that. Like I literally had to talk about these things, not because I knew that everything would be fine tomorrow after recording the song. No, I knew that the more I talk about it, the more I'm open about certain things, and the more I'm open about certain traumas or pains or things that might have bothered me in my life, the easier things become, the easier it is to get over them. Like I can talk about my parents' divorce without it, really, although it actually affected me for like my entire life. I can talk about that and be like, things happen, but I would not be at that point if I didn't do a song like Family Portrait. I can talk about, broken relationships within my family that I find myself in, and be like, hey man, life goes on, and things get better eventually. But I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't do some of these songs, So yeah, man. So that's what this album is about, bro. Like just trying to find success, and my success, like I said to you, was just being in a space where I've let go of all these things that were bothering me, and bro, I'm happy. Like I'm in a good space. The energy is positive.
It's dope, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I've been trying my utmost best to not listen to this album. So this will be my first time ever listening to this album. Dope. So the reactions are going to be real. We will pause, and I'll ask if I'm want to like reflect on a line or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the first track is She Prayed.
She Prayed, yeah.
And what is this about? Is there a producer? What's his name? And what's actually
it's the production on here is by Thapelo Mashiane. He also engineered, mixed and mastered the entire album, recorded the entire album. So this is my wife praying on this album, on the song. Yeah, nice. So we open up with a prayer.
Dope.
And so evident, he was made in your likeness, the epitome of unconditional love, the one I call mine, a gift from you, for whom I will bear the gift of life, and his name will be known for generations to come. Yet, there is one way in which his name will live on, for you have blessed his seed. Dear God, I pray for the blessing of another way too. You have blessed your son with immeasurable musical talent, and so he dreams that it will one day come true, that you shall grant him the desires of his heart. For many greats, whose names are scribbled in history books, living and dead alike, those whose names echo from beyond tombs of thousands of years ago, and those whose names go before them, you have realized the dreams of their hearts. And so I pray that you bless, keep, and increase your son to live out his dreams, to light up stages from across your beautiful world, to touch the hearts of your children through his music and bring healing in notes, melody, and beats, to make music as beautiful as can be. I pray for growth and abundance in his career as an artist. For even longer than I've known him, he has been aligned with his journey by your grace. Because his love for music is honest, this is a prayer for dreams fulfilled. From your daughter for your son, for all things are possible with you, a God of love. Amen.
I know she loved me like many others have said to me. I put a ring on her finger because she prayed for me. Yeah, she prayed for me. She prayed for me. I know she loved me like many others have said to me. I put a ring on her finger because she prayed for me. She prayed for me. She prayed for me. I know she loved me like many others have said to me. I put a ring on her finger because she prayed for me. Yeah, she prayed for me. She prayed for me. I know she loved me like many others have said to me. I put a ring on her finger because she prayed for me. She prayed for me. She prayed for me.
Right, boys? Bruh, like, visually, I could actually see. It's almost like I'm looking at the cover. You tell me the story behind the picture, but it has this memory type of aesthetic to it.
Yeah.
That I can hear from the music.
Yeah.
It's almost like I can see like it's almost like film reel. As you was playing, I'm seeing you as a kid. I'm seeing you running around. I'm seeing you going into studio.
Yeah.
I see you like meeting your favorite artists, taking pictures and stuff. That's what I'm seeing. Like as she's praying. Did you write this?
Yeah, she wrote everything. Like she's on different parts of the album, so she's like we brought her in literally on the last day to do her part, and she just knocked it out. Literally every part was one take. Like
What?
I was telling her, look, you might as well name this Nolene's album, but this was I didn't hear this until she recorded it. You know, she had written it the night before, and then when she was recording it, it's like, yo, I was a bit emotional when I heard it. I was like, yo, man, this is like you said, you can literally, it is like a movie. You know, actually, this entire album you can make it like a movie with it because like you can how everything is written, everything is said, it paints the picture for you. You can like close your eyes and you can see the entire thing. And what I want you to say is, you want to know about the picture.
The picture, yeah.
This is an old picture actually. Was taken about about 8 years ago. We're at some dude's crib. He was part of a band. They won the Summers. I was like, bro, I want to win this one day. You know, and I took the picture. And I was working on my first album at the time. I took the picture and then, you know, I said, I'm going to win this. You know, it never happened. And like the 360 is like, you never got this moment. So I was like, okay, cool, let me use this for my album picture. If I don't ever win the Summer, at least I got it on my album. Yeah.
It's deep, man. So yeah, like you have like 11 tracks. So what I was thinking, maybe we can go through your favorite tracks.
Okay, that's cool. So I was gonna do one of my favorite tracks. One of my favorite tracks is I Don't, but you did a reaction to it already.
Yeah, I did reaction.
So I'll choose songs that you haven't done. So let's go to the next song on this anyway. It's called Good Enough.
Okay, cool.
Produced by Tone Jones.
But before we go to that, for those that didn't see the reaction, you can just click on this button above here and you'll see this reaction for I Do. But yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, track 2 on the album actually is called Good Enough, so we'll go to that for now.
Alright.
Yeah, let's get it.
Giving my best, I wonder if I'm good enough. Should I stay, should I go, I don't know. Giving my best, I don't feel like I'm good enough.
I don't.
Should I stay, should I go, I don't know.
Dropped out of college, took a stroll in the dirt. Goals of being a rap star, put my hopes in the verse. So I took a chance, said I know it would work. Younger me with silly dreams, thought I grew to be verb. I see my peers make a name that should have chosen me first. This ain't how this movie go, I swear these roles are reversed. Damn.
Talk to me, Jay.
That line, grew to be verb. I know you and I.
Yeah.
Like we've been wanting like to work with that dude. Luckily you worked with him.
Yeah.
On the track.
Yeah.
I recently wanted to work with him and he told me unfortunately he retired.
Yeah, I actually, the funny story is, I wanted him to do, there's a part of my wife, we took a part of my wife's prayer, put it on the song. The original idea was to have Proverbs speak on that part. But he told me like he's out the game, so he doesn't want to do anything related to hip hop. And other part of the story that might be interesting is after I did the album with Diamond Rush, he was featured on that album, my first album. And then that label I was signed to, things just didn't go well, the label folded, everything. He actually tried he wanted to start like a company and he was gonna sign me to the company. So he wanted to buy my masters from that label. But the price tag they put on it was just ridiculous. Even I told him, bro, it doesn't make sense, you know. So that's a funny story that had that actually happened, I would have been the artist who was signed to Proverbs label.
Dude.
Yeah.
And he was actually having the Northern Cape Awards this weekend.
Yeah. It was hosting that.
I'm sure next year.
I'm not even. I've got my issues with those awards. I've got my issues with those awards. Let's not talk about them here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
they love so and so much better than. Especially when I flow much better than. But that's alright, I guess it's cool, that's how this life goes. Going through my 20s, really doubt the route that I chose. Dealing with depression got me caught up in a cycle. Drinking way too much, I might just turn to alcoholic. Trying to find the answers in the message in the bottle. Popping sleeping pills every day, I might just overdose. And if I never blow, stay the same until I comatose. No, I only hope you put my name on the honor roll. Grab the mic and spaz. In my darkest times, seen the devil nicely dressed. Or will I sell my soul for some overnight success? I don't know, I'm stressed, choke holding dead, but I won't hold my breath. I'm not controlled by death. I'm dancing with my demons, so I compose my steps. I'm reaching for the stars, let's see how close I get. I don't care what's hot now, I just know I'm next. Road to success, took a swerve in the potholes. Diamond in the dirt, pushing raps till I got gold. Plaques on my wall, will I make it? Only God knows. Race against time, and nobody's ever won that. Tours overseas, where I'm from, nobody's done that. Guilt trips and baggage, listen closely as I unpack. King in my city, everybody know I run that. Been dreaming big ever since I was a run rat. I don't want a deal, tell your neighbor I say fuck that. I'ma make a million on my own, you better trust that.
Pause. I have this feeling on this track. I'm not sure if it's the whole album is like this, but you keeping to the concept of overnight success. Like this track, I feel like you're speaking from the underdog's position.
Yeah, this track, I don't know if the whole album is like that, but this track is like that, where it's like the hook says, giving your best, not good enough. So it's like that moment where it's like, man, I've done everything I thought I could do. But it's still not, you know.
And a real artist go through that.
Yeah. But like I said, I had to go through those things to get to the space, you know. So
right,
your journey, man, you gotta appreciate your journey. Whether it goes left, you gotta go with it. You know? Yeah. You wanna still go on?
Wonder if I'm good now. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Giving my best. I don't feel like I'm good enough. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Should I stay? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know.
For many greats, whose names are scribbled in history books, living and dead alike, those whose names echo from beyond tombs of thousands of years ago, and those whose names go before them, you have realized the dreams of their hearts. And so I pray that you bless, keep, and increase your son to live out his dreams, to light up stages from across your beautiful world, to touch the hearts of your children through his music and bring healing in notes, melody, and beats.
Should I stay? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I stay?
Yeah, man, that's good enough.
Oh, bro. It's like inviting God on the album.
Of course, in my life. I told my wife that where we are now, it's just a space where we gotta give positive affirmation, you know, positive words. We don't anything negative. We just have to cast it out, you know. Because I mean, there's, you know, things grow, bro. Like it's like a seed. As soon as you plant like a negative thought or negative, whatever, anything that's just bad, it'll grow and it'll manifest eventually. You know. So like where I told you where I am now, bro. You can't tell me anything, bro. Like I'm in a good space, and even when I wake up feeling crappy, I tell myself, yo, this is gonna be a good day. You're in a good, you know. it's just about attracting that energy, you know. And that prayer, how it opened it up, was also inviting that positive energy, you know. Yeah.
Good. So what's the next track you want to go to?
I was gonna play I Don't, because it's the next song on the album. But because not only because of that, because of the skit at the end of it that my wife does.
Uh-huh.
It links to the song I'm gonna play now called Family Portrait.
Okay.
So but if you go stream the album, the full album, you'll get to hear that skit. So
Wait. Before we play that one, who was on the hook?
Tone Jones.
Where'd you find that guy though?
So Tone Jones, you know Catalyst.
Yeah.
Catalyst did an album, I think last year, and most of it was done by Tone Jones. And tell me about Tone Jones. Okay, cool, I'll go check him out. This is a guy from America. He's a producer. But what he does is, he's got a website where he'll put up his beats and he sells them on the website. And he also does songs with hooks on them already, and he'll sell those on there. So I just bought one of his things already, because I don't like doing that, because it opens up like you find that maybe if you're leasing it, someone would have. I don't like doing that. But when I heard this, trust me, I battled with myself night in, night out. I'm like, bro, this. But I'm like, I just had to do it. Like my entire album, you're not gonna find those beats anyway. But this one you might find, someone else might have leased it somewhere in the world, whatever. But I had to do it, bro.
Yeah, it's a jam.
You know what Drake says? It's not about who did it, but who did it best.
Yeah, I mean, it's about who did it right. Yeah. So this is that one song that I think if you're an upcoming artist and you need some dope stuff, do check out Tone Jones. He's very talented. Let's go to Family Portrait. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me ask you quickly. I know it's you interviewing me. I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Have you picked up anything sonically, like on the master, that sticks out to you?
To me,
there's a thing we added that I want to see if you pick up, because I know you listen very. Yeah.
I have this feeling like it's almost like the beat is almost like under something, like it's, I don't know if it's the production, but it feels like it's like coming from the back, like it's building up to something.
Nah, so what we did was there's a filter that is added like in mastering.
Yeah.
That's got the vinyl effect.
Okay.
So you might hear like pops on it. You know how the old vinyls used to play, and you're like pop,
Mm-hmm.
So the whole album's got those moments like.
Yeah, that's dope. Is that analog type of?
Yeah, that's exactly what we did with the mastering of this.
That's amazing.
That's Tapelo's idea. Crazy, talented guy. Oh, Tapelo's on this beat. Tapelo Mashian. Yeah.
The engineer the whole album or so.
Never seen a million rands, but I seen a cake. Never seen the promised land, but I seen the way. Daddy made a meal when he got a break. Mama made a meal for the dinner plate. When I was growing still a teen, thinking life's good. Only young black boy in the white hood. Dad is hard to home, and when it comes to playing visitor. When I was still a child, never thinking something sinister. Living in a bubble, only took a day to pop it. Walked into the house, I could hear my mother sobbing. Then my heart is racing, cause I'm thinking someone died. That's the only time I ever seen my mother cry. Strong black woman, never seen her crack at all. All she did was point me to the paper on the floor. I'm going through the form, couldn't understand the cause. She looked at me and said, me and Dad getting divorced. Take a picture, perfect family portrait. Perfect family portrait.
Did your parents hear this track?
This one, I don't know. I didn't play it for them.
I
I haven't had the conversation about the song yet.
Dude, what's your reaction if they do listen to it?
It's the reality. So,
Yeah.
I don't have a reaction to myself. I would want them to react, because this is what I went through. You know? I'm talking about I don't talk about this from like you did this, you did that, you did that. I'm talking about my perspective as being that 17-year-old. You know what I mean? You got an SMS coming.
like when the kids are born and stuff, everything just sort of went boom.
Was it a sample?
What
The ending part.
the ending part is from a video of kids who come from divorced families. Yeah.
Bro, like this like a soundtrack of the streets, yo. Like a lot of people can relate to the subjects that you chose in this album.
Yeah, bet. Yeah, man, it's real life, bruh. This is real life. Like I said, I'm really talking about actual things that actually really like had an impact in my life. It's not just parties, drinking, and.
And have you chosen the tracks that you actually want to shoot videos for?
Might do the whole thing. I know we've done I Don't. We're shooting Sing Along this weekend, hopefully.
I love I Don't though.
Aware. We're doing. I was supposed to have shot Money. Instead I was in Cape Town chilling by the beach. I was supposed to shot Money.
You went there before the closure.
They don't close Cape Town, bro.
Oh yeah, they don't close Cape Town.
Still is scared of the whites there, bro. So yeah, I'm shooting a lot of videos actually. As I said, I might do the whole thing.
Yeah.
So the next song I'm gonna play for you is, I don't wanna play Money. What do I play? How many more songs? I played 2 already. You said 4, ne?
I think we need 2 more, yeah?
2 more.
2 more.
Yo, that's tough.
What hasn't the people heard yet? Obviously, they're gonna have to get the album. The niggas are not getting the album like for free, yo, man. They have to get the album.
Okay, let me play you. God, I'll play you Sing Along. No, I'll play you Don't Worry, song I did for my moms, and then I'll play you the outro song.
Yo.
But Don't Worry, I actually played with the prelude. So, it's like I'm skipping a lot of songs here, Jay. But people will go stream the album. It's all good.
A celestial being of a bond that inspires virtuous strength consistently, so effortlessly. A piece of art crafted in godlike imagery. Goddess, she who bears life, a true miracle, graced with wisdom in abundance. She who wears her scars like a crown, beautiful and proud. Thank you, Mother, for the gift of life. The gift of a true king who could only have been born of your royal blood, Queen Mother. May God keep you to see your answered prayers, to see your grandchildren grow entangled in your roots of unwavering love.
It's called Don't Worry.
Who's on the beat?
Anwar. It's from Cairo.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you worry about a thing, mama. You know you raised a black king, mama. I make you holler any means, mama. And let him know that you a queen, mama. Hey, don't you worry about a thing, mama. You know you raised a black king, mama. I make you holler any means, mama. And let him know that you a queen, mama. Hey, don't you worry. When I left school, I know it broke your heart. The time was stressful, where do I even start? I was chasing dreams, I pursued the game.
I remember that one very well. That you left school.
Yeah, it was around those times. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it was the time when I got my first deal. It's like, I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. I came here for this music thing anyway.
We met around that time, right?
No, we met years before.
Oh, yeah.
We met in 2006, bro. I was still in high school. I was in grade 10
Mm-hmm.
when we met. I dropped out of college. I was in my second year of varsity. And I was like, I am good.
And you were
bro.
studying?
business administration.
Yeah.
Like I can tell you things I learned there. I don't even use them in my business. You know, but anyway, yeah, that was 2011 when I dropped out, something like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, I dropped out 20. I actually don't know when I dropped out, but no, I was doing my last year. I think I was doing my last year when I dropped out. Yeah, I was like, I'm cool. Yeah.
It's good.
So go in.
You wanted graduation photos in a frame. Looking back now, I see
Can
you
I take it
always
back?
there for me. Instead of crushing my dreams, you said a prayer for me, mama. I make you proud by any means, mama. And let them know that you a queen, mama. Mama, and don't you worry about a thing, mama. You know you raised a black king, mama. I make you proud by any means, mama. And let them know that you a queen, mama. Mama, and don't you worry. When I left school, I know it broke your heart. The time was stressful, where do I even start? I was chasing dreams, I pursued the game. You wanted graduation photos in a wooden frame. Looking back now, I see you always there for me. Instead of crushing my dreams, you said a prayer for me. I was a rebel, dodging class and making music. You were alone in that apartment, going through it, picking up the pieces and making a collage. You did it with a smile and didn't show your broken heart. Perseverance, a trait of yours I know I really have. Matter of fact, we two are like this, so we always really clash. But I love you, you love me, I never doubt that. Even at my worst, mom, you always been the proudest. You always be my sunshine, even when I'm clouded. And every time your sun shine, you let the world know about it. Mama. You know you raised a black king, mama. I make you proud by any means, mama. And let them know that you a queen, mama. Mama.
So you fall under that bracket.
What?
You're gonna fall under that bracket now of Mother's Day request on radio.
We're actually gonna plug this around that time. Make sure. You know,
Dope. I like that line of you're my sunshine when I felt clouded.
Yeah. What did I say? You always be my sunshine, even when I'm clouded. And every time your sun shines, you let the world know about it. Yeah.
I like that line. I mean, moms
Yeah.
are there for that, man.
Moms is your moms, bro. You can be like the most messed up person in the world. Your moms will love you. You know what I mean? That's real love right there.
I make you proud by any means, mama. And let them know that you a queen, mama. Mama, and don't you worry. I was an angry youth, mostly I was hurt. I took it out on you, although you felt the worst. I'm really sorry for my actions and my words. Never meant to disrespect, that is not what you deserve. Your boy is grown now, you see the man you raised, ma. Been on the road in pursuit of better days, ma. The world is cold, but you told me not to run from it. Got me your wife, and you told me she's the one for me. Look what you done for me, the product of your love for me. I pray you live long, there's things I wanna do for you. Buy you a car in the house that you can move into. Take you on holidays, long trips, pick a place. Now everybody say I'm different, can you see the change? And if you do, I only pray you understand it. So life is tough, it's not exactly how I planned it. But everything I do it for your grandkids. Mama, you know you raised a black king, mama. I make you proud by any means, mama. And let them know that you a queen, mama.
I can use this opportunity to ask you this question. I think I asked it on I Don't, but obviously you weren't there. But I could take this opportunity. Your style was quite unorthodox, bro. Like, you know, as rappers, we go 2 bar or 4 bar. But you go 3 bar and you just move on to something else.
Yeah. Thing is, back in the days, for me, it was important to, like, the technicality was very important. But then now I got to a point where what I say is more important. And if what I say ends in those bars, I'm not going to try to force another line to rhyme with it just for the sake of having it a complete 4 bar or 2 bar, whatever. So for me, it's like what I say is more important than the structure, you know. And I guess also it comes with listening to a lot of Jay-Z. Jay kind of is like that, you know. So I think that's a lot of influence from him. Yeah.
I know you were at Jay-Z's concert also.
I seen Jay-Z perform twice.
Yeah.
I was at when he was at the Dome, I was there, and then I was at the one at FNB. Yeah, that was dope. I was the only one in my row who actually knew the lyrics to Jay-Z's songs. People looking at me like, "Oh, you a real fan?" I'm like, "Yeah, nigga, like, I'm here for hope. I'm not here just because, you know." Yeah, so that's like my #1 favorite rapper of all time.
I know for sure.
Yeah. Funny story about the song is that I actually wanted a feature. I struggled to finish the song.
Oh.
That second verse, I wrote it on the day I'm supposed to do my last recording.
Yeah.
Like, my session was scheduled for the evening. That morning I told my wife, look, just like, let me zone out for a bit. Play it back to back. And then when I had the first line, I finished it. But I'm happy I did it by myself. It made it more sentimental, more... Because I actually wanted to feature Kota on this thing, Kota the friend. And I sent it to him, but like, he was in the process of like moving, whatever the case is. And I guess...
Why him?
Because I just thought it would be perfect for the song, you know, his style.
To speak about his mom, or
his music is very personal to him as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just thought it'd be perfect for the song. And because I actually, like, I do the skit on his album. On the intro song of Summer House, yeah, on that song. So I was like, yo man, if I can get Coda on this thing, you know, yeah, the streams are gonna be out of here. But it didn't happen. But I'm happy. I'm happy it didn't happen that way, because I did it by myself, and I sent it to my mom's, and she cried, and you know, yeah, it's dope.
And it's forever, bro.
Yeah. I finally did a song for my mom.
Hey, bro.
You know,
it's
finally
one of the
did
toughest
it.
things to do, eh?
That's why I couldn't finish it.
Dude.
I've had the song, bro. I had the song like for weeks, and I couldn't finish it. I didn't know, you know. And eventually it came. Yeah.
Dope. So what's the next track?
Last song is gonna be the outro to the album. I'm definitely gonna shoot a video for this one. It's gonna be dope. It's very simple. This is like a rapping. It basically wraps up the entire thing. Everything I've spoken about on the album, all the emotions I felt. Actually, I wrote this because I'm going through a lot of issues that affect me in terms of family and so forth. So I actually wrote this after we had like a family meeting, not the one with Cyril. Like, and then I actually wrote this after that. I was like, man, you know, let me go pen this song. Anwar sent me the beat as well for that. And yeah, it actually, I think I took maybe like 20 minutes to just write the whole thing, because it literally just flowed out, and it's like,
it's magic, bro.
Yeah. And it's one verse, but I just thought it's one of those albums where you want to let it play out. So yeah, I played out the entire beat. It's like a 4-minute.
And how did you meet with Anwar? He says from Cairo.
Yeah, so Kota posted me on his page, and then Anwar DM'd me. He's like, yo, bro, I just want to work. I got beats. I'm like, alright, cool, send it through.
Dope.
And the rest is history.
So you want to go shoot the video in Egypt?
I want to go out there. Actually, funny thing is, a lot of my streams are coming from there. Yeah, a lot of my streams are coming from there, because you know you can check like on Apple Music and Spotify. Yeah, so he's doing a great job getting people to listen to the stuff. So I want to go out there and just do something, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah. So let's get it. It's called Happy Birthday.
It's organic.
Yeah, that's like my wife feeling that at my niece's birthday. They're singing for her. I just took the clip. That's my wife saying, what are you doing?
November 16th, but am I truly happy? Cake full of candles, and people looking at me through the windows of my soul. Do they even see my pain? These flames are made to glow, but what do they really change? Will these candles melt away all the traumas in my brain? Happy birthday. Sometimes feel like the worst thing. Being the eldest son really has some shitty perks. They expect you can carry the load of everybody's hurting. You don't have a choice, and you don't have a voice. You gotta be a man, and you gotta fill the void. It's been 2 years since me and Tuli had a convo. Still not a clue, we don't truly get along though. All I really know, man, this shit has been a trip. And every day I wonder why this shit even persists. And why she treats my wife like she don't even exist. All the scars that remain in the heart I couldn't patch. Imagine giving love and you never get it back. But happy birthday, are you a jolly good fella? This'll break you down, but you probably could get up. But every other night, man, I better with my thoughts. So haunted by the threats of my dad to write me off. What do I mean to you? Thought I'm a king to you. You spoke as though I'm a disposable thing to you. Do you ever think of all the damage that you're causing? Making me your son feel rejected as your offspring. At times I often wonder if you even care about me. When you quickly say you can live in a world without me. Happy birthday. How old are you now? Everybody always said you're more approachable now. 31, you're living longer than you thought you would now. I mean, remember 24 when you couldn't end it all? Handful of pills and you nearly drink it all. But happy birthday. Please be kind to yourself. And when the world is out of balance, be aligned with yourself. You are worthy, you a king, keep reminding yourself. And everything you'll ever need, you can find in yourself.
Boys.
It gets heavy.
Dude, I relate so much to this. I mean, like, it's your birthday, but you know, like, your cousin or someone is there. Like, why is this dude here, yo?
Yeah, so for me, it was more like in a room full of people. So where it actually came from, the idea, I'll just share the story. So after we had this meeting, and I left the feeling a certain way, and then they're like, hey, let's go have like a dinner. So I went to like some restaurant and like a big dinner, and I'm looking like I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, everybody looks so jolly, you know, and I was like, man, imagine like a space where it's like supposed to be like the happiest day of your life is your birthday. Everybody's in the room and everybody's like, and you there like, I'm actually not happy. And you know, everybody's expecting you to be this happy guy. You know, even like success itself, you've got all this money in the world, some people and people around you be like, you should be happy, but you're not, because you're literally going through it. So that song is like, you can put it in various situations where people expect you to be a certain way, but you really not, and you're really going through it. And yeah, that's like the song really is about. It's like a space where there's expectation of you to be a certain way, but you going through your own motions and nobody actually even notices, you know what I mean?
It's true. It also goes back to, it's like an inside joke here though, where you're like, when someone sings to you happy birthday, what do? You just sort of like...
you know what I mean? And your mind is floating, you think about other things, you know? So that's what that song was really about, bro.
And your first bar, you spoke about November 16th, is that your birthday?
Yeah, it's my birthday, November
Happy
16th.
belated, bro.
Thank you, bro. So I actually wrote this before I turned 30. I'm 31 now. I wrote this like a month or to a couple of weeks before I turned 31. So yeah, so it was like I knew when this album is out, it would be my birthday 3 days later.
Yeah.
So it was like, I just thought, okay, cool. Let me not say 30 years old, because I won't be 30 years old when this shit drops. Yeah. But anyway, that's the album, bro. Not actually, that's the album. You didn't listen to the album.
Yeah.
You know.
Still gonna listen to it.
Yeah, you must.
Is it like the ending? Like, or is it a beat now?
It's gonna play off. Like, I speak a little bit, and then the beat plays off. It's just one of those, bro. I don't want to do too much on it. I said what I wanted to say. This album is 36 minutes long. There's no song with more than 2 verses on it. And that's on purpose. People's attention span is very short nowadays. So you don't want to have a long project. You lose people along the way. You know, you want to go in, you want to go out. You know what I mean? So
we have been talking that we have a suspicion that tracks might become this one verse, one hook and finish.
It's happening already. It's happening already. There's like 1 minute 40-second songs that are. These kids are doing that. They're in, they out. They don't, and it's a smash. They're getting millions of streams, you know. But for me, it's like in this entire change, you must find your space, bro. Not everybody's gonna consume music like that. And where I am right now, I'm more about building a community. I don't care about fine, I run a plugging business, right? But radio is not my primary concern. TV is not my primary concern for me, for KRSWRD. Because what I see for myself is I want to build a community of people where when I put out an album, I know I'm going to have 10,000, 100,000 people, or a million people, whatever the case is, who want to go listen to the music. Guaranteed. When I put out merchandise, I know I've got a market to go and buy that. When I put on a show, I know I've got people who want to come to that. I don't have to be putting out music that I'm not happy with just because I want fans, just because I want attention, I want bookings. I don't care about bookings. I was telling someone the other day that I miss the days that, my December will be so busy and I'm performing, I'm getting all this money. I miss the money more than I miss the shows, because I remember doing like music, and when I listen to music now, I'm like, yo, can't believe I made that song. But that song made me money. That song played on radio, and the royalties are still coming in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you in pursuit of this blow up, you make all these kind of songs that when you grow up, you can't even listen to.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? But this album, I know when I'm 41, when I'm 51, I'm gonna listen to this and be proud of what I made. The songs that people love them back home. I go do a show in Kimberley now. Niggas wanna hear those songs. I don't care about this. But for me, that's why I am now. I want to build a community of people who rock with me for what I put out, and who gonna go buy my music, who's gonna go to my shows. I don't care about being famous, walking down the mall and having people stop me. I just want to live a happy life, bro. We'll build for my family, with my family. Yeah. And maybe one day retire, go live somewhere where no mosquitoes at.
No, when you retire though, because hey, we love music, man. Like
Yeah. I retire when I've got enough money in the bank. If I don't ever have, because the thing is, like, something Ross said on one of his mixtapes, like, what's good? What's the point of living forever when you broke forever?
True.
So when I say to you that I want to retire when I have enough money, it's because I don't want to retire and be thinking, yo, baby, what are we eating tomorrow? With my wife, like, yo, the child needs this. Nah, I want to be comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be comfortable, bro. And I don't have to be Elon Musk rich. I just want to be comfortable, able to afford things that I like. And I like nice things. So this is not the last time you hear from KRSWRD.
Definitely.
I'm going to have a lot of videos coming out, doing a lot of shows. I'm going to have merchandise. A lot of radio interviews coming. I'm doing a whole tour. Yeah, it's not the last time, bro. And I might do more music depending on how I feel. Someone asked me when I'm doing my another album. The honest answer is if I feel like it. Because for me, music is, you don't just go in and do it. It needs to be significant. You need to go and say something significant. I'm not gonna go in the studio now and just make music for the sake of it.
True.
I need to feel something. I need to have a story to tell.
As I say, being pregnant with music.
Yeah, so now I have to live. Like, this is a wrap up of like my life before 31.
Yeah.
After 31, I have to live a bit, experience fatherhood, experience the marriage life, experience whatever I need to experience, and then have a story to tell them. Like, okay, cool. This is how this felt like. This is what, you know what I mean? So it's also why the guys I listen to, they don't also put out albums rapidly. They take time to go through things, you know what I mean? So I guess I also get influenced by that.
So if people want to connect with you, how can they get in contact with you?
KRSWRD everywhere. KRSWRD everywhere.
And it's KRSWRD.
KRSWRD everywhere. Even email KRSWRD@anatiafrica.com. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, man, that's you heard it. That is KRSWRD, the overnight success story. Go and get it at all the streaming channels. While at Cross, if you want to follow Cross, you heard it's gonna go on tour and stuff. And yeah.
Don't make it like I'm gonna be selling out arenas. Well, I might, but don't make it like that. I'm gonna do my own shows at places where I'll look at the streams and I'm like, okay, cool, we've got enough fans here to do something,
Good.
Yeah. So go stream it, and then we'll come to your city.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, man. That's why you see why I was silent. If any artists out there would like to have also a reaction interview, holler at me, DM me on Instagram, email me at tujamonix@gmail.com, and we can get it done, you know. So yeah, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Shout out
Peace
to
out.
Jay. Shout out
Away,
everybody.
away.
Bless.